Okay, so thank you very much. I'm happy to be here and learn so much, and I hope I can contribute also some initial thoughts about religion, in particular Judaism, as I will explain. So, artificial intelligence profoundly influences every facet of life, reshaping traditional notions such as knowledge and offering a renewed comprehension of processes like learning and cognitive activities such as creation, processing, and development. Naturally, this is poised to fundamentally alter concepts such as identity, memory, and intention. As someone engaged in religious studies, I'm deeply intrigued by how artificial intelligence might, or perhaps already does, impact religious experiences and shape them. It seems premature to draw definitive conclusions regarding the influence of technology and AI on concepts like faith and religious practices. However, I would like to briefly share some initial thoughts regarding the religious practice of placing prayer notes in the Western Wall in Jerusalem, also known as the Wailing Wall. So, this custom involves inserting written prayers onto pieces of paper, as you can see here in front of you, into the crevices of the Western Wall. So the Western Wall, a significant Jewish religious site situated in the old city of Jerusalem. The wall is the western retaining wall of Har HaBayit, the Temple Mount, the holiest site in Judaism. And anyone visiting the Western Wall can tuck a note containing prayers and requests into its crevices. These notes are inscribed by individuals of diverse ages, backgrounds, and beliefs, whether religious or non-religious, Jewish or non-Jewish. Originating in the early 18th century, this practice has gained widespread significance. Even prominent leaders such as Barack Obama when he was senator 2008, Donald Trump when he was serving as president 2017, religious figures like Pope John Paul II, Pope Benedict XVI have visited the Western Wall and left notes in the wall. Also, Singapore's Prime Minister, along with Foreign Minister, visited the wall a few years ago. Personally, as someone who was raised and born in Jerusalem, I placed numerous notes at different stages of my life since childhood. Until now, placing these notes demanded proximity, time, and effort. It involved traveling to Jerusalem, bringing a note and pen, writing the prayer, folding the note, finding a spot in the wall, and inserting the note, a process requiring financial, logistical, and physical resources. However, in the age of artificial intelligence, tasks can be accomplished remotely, swiftly, and effortlessly. With ChatGPT generating prayers, with online note sending, as I will soon demonstrate, an infinite number of notes can now grace the wall, surpassing the single note that an average person might insert in their lifetime. This begs the question, for the devout, what holds greater significance? The mere act of placing a note in the wall's cracks, now easily facilitated by a messenger, or the depth of intention, commitment, and process involved in journeying to the wall? While this inquiry is universally relevant in religious context, I'm specifically focusing on this case study. I'm interested in examining this from a Jewish perspective. In Judaism, there's a debate about whether fulfilling God's commandments requires intention, kavanah in Hebrew. That is, how crucial is it for the individual carrying out the action to be mentally and physically engaged in it? The importance varies across different commandments. There are different types of commandments and levels of intention. What do we mean when we say intention? However, commandments performed with intention are highly regarded. Jewish law, called halakha, also allows for a shaliach mitzvah, an emissary to do a commandment in one's behalf, based on the principle that a person's agent is like himself. The emissary acts as an extension of the sender. However, it's clear from discussions about agency in Jewish sources that a person may appoint an emissary in certain circumstances, but only if they are unable to perform the task themselves. You can see here, I brought a quote, I won't read it, from Tractate Kiddushin, speaking about appointing an agent for a marriage or divorce. That is possible, but there's a clarification. It's allowed only if there is no other choice to do so. There's another term called reward for footsteps, for walking, when walking to a synagogue. So according to the Jewish law, if you have 2 synagogues in a city, you should go to the one that is more distant because you want to work hard. You want to walk for a longer distance and to sweat and to feel the commandment. And as the rabbi of the Western Wall, Rabbi Shmuel Rabinovich, noted, praying in front of the stones of the Western Wall holds unparalleled significance. However, for those unable to make the journey both from Israel and around the world, the online prayer notes carry immense value. And here we're continuing, thanks to artificial intelligence, composing a note for the Western Wall with ChatGPT is now effortless. Once personalized, a simple click. So first of all, for writing the chat, you can write a prayer in a perfect way. And after writing the prayer with ChatGPT, and once personalized, a simple click sends it to the Wall's website. So there's a website, and I tried to do it myself that I can show you. So here's the page, and you have the number. You can see the number. So it's in Hebrew, but I'll just explain briefly what's here. So it says send a note to the kotel. The kotel is a Western Wall in Hebrew. The kotel is a wall, and it says there almost over 800,000 notes were sent today, right? Until today, I mean. And you write your name, your sex, your mother's name. And all of this I inserted, and then what do you want to ask for? So I asked for my family's health. You can ask for peace, for prosperity, for anything you like. You send your email, your phone number, and not only that, on the side you can see the cameras, online cameras that allow you to actually see what's happening every minute of the day at the Western Wall. So why travel to Jerusalem when I can be in this wonderful building? And then to you, when I can do all of this from afar. So this advancement makes religious practice accessible to those physically or mentally limited, assisting individuals who struggle to express their prayers effectively. Right? So also the chat can help me really express a prayer in a way I cannot do myself. Financial constraints or personal concerns no longer hinder participation, as an internet emissary can now assist. This accessibility may reshape the practice itself, potentially also spanning a Western Wall economy of related businesses, because who knows what else we can offer to people once we're home. Maybe we want to add a touch, another prayer, maybe we can have combined prayers, maybe the type of paper, and so on and so on, and so forth. So furthermore, envisioning a fully virtualized experience, a digital wall with digital notes, highlights the transformation of the Western Wall into a digital symbol. Now, you need to remember the wall itself is already a symbol. Why do whoever wants, places the note because it's a symbol of the divine presence. So now we take the symbol and we make a symbol out of the symbol. When we digitize it, maybe that is not such a bad idea. However, this digital transformation doesn't diminish the believer's full faith, intention, even effort, which remains integral to the spiritual connection with the wall. In a way, digitizing the experience can give the individual a sense of proximity to the wall that surpasses merely sending an online request for a messenger to put the note in a physical wall on their behalf. It's essential to recognize that exertion isn't solely physical, as we know. Mental, cognitive effort facilitated by AI plays a crucial role, right? Because AI, we engage with AI. And what is the difference if AI does something from here for another? So there's artificial intelligence, but there's also human intelligence. So what is the difference if another human intelligence that is not my own intelligence, my individual intelligence, assists, or is it an AI? Despite the absence of physical presence, remote engagement can be equally profound and impactful. And this is our last slide for today. So now I want to suggest something. So in the rich history of the Western Wall, we find a captivating narrative that completes a circle from two distinct perspectives. Let's explore the origins of this custom. One account traces it back to Rabbi Chaim ben Attar, also known as the Or HaChaim, from the early 18th century. So the story, you can see the story in front of you, of a needy man. So there's a story, and maybe it originated from here. A needy man sought Rabbi Or HaChaim, the Rabbi Or HaChaim, a blessing, prompting the rabbi to write a note for him to place it at the place at the wall. By the way, if you're interested, you should read the book, and you'll see that the first note aimed to the kotel never reached the kotel because the wind blew it away. So there's a lot to talk about that. Another perspective suggests that tradition emerged from notes brought by shadarim. Shadarim it stands for Shluchei de Rabbanan, emissaries of the rabbis living in Israel. So this we find already in the 15th century. Jews coming from the land of Israel and going around to collect money for the Jewish people living in the land of Israel. So envoys gathering donations for Israel. So the donors are unable to reach the wall. They know it's a holy place. So they entrusted the messengers to place their notes on their behalf, thus initiating the custom. So these narratives shed light on how artificial intelligence can reshape religious practices, at times returning them to their origins. As traditions evolve, technology, despite its innovation, often serves as to reconnect us with our past. How so? In the case of Or HaChaim example, the initial note directed to the Western Wall wasn't penned by the person in need, but by a third party, akin to letting AI handle the writing process. This mirrors the rabbi's act of writing the note on behalf of the destitute man. Conversely, the shadarim, the emissaries example, illustrates that the earliest notes were authored by those in need but physically transported to the Western Wall by messengers. This parallels the online note-sending process, which relieves individuals from the necessity of physically visiting the wall. I concur with the Western Wall's rabbi that there is value in physically visiting the site. However, I believe technology, particularly artificial intelligence, can also evoke profound religious experiences that correspond with the past and enhance it. Thank you.
Okay, we have time for some questions.